I'm live with the greatest hairdo I might have ever have had. That's cool. Hello, Philip DeFranco. How are you? Let's get it going. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, we're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. Hello. Hello. Howdy. Howdy. Hello. Hello. Howdy. Ciao. Hola. Bonjour. Hello. Ciao. Bonjour. Wait. Hello. Hola. Bonjour. Ciao. I know 4 languages. Look at me go. I only barely passed one of them in school, but apparently I know 4. So that's something. Oh, there's a hat. I meant to put the hat on beforehand. How's it going? It's rainy here, but I am well because, well, I don't have to go to school. I woke up back on my shift, back on my schedule, back on third shift. Wake up, stretch, condition in the home gym, eat a little something, get to work. It's rainy outside, but it feels like a good day inside. Thank you. I'm not hating it. It's interesting. I'm not hating it. So there's that. Thank you for coming. So yeah, you look like you've just woke up. That's funny. No, actually, what time is it? I actually woke up about 4 hours ago. So I typically wake up about that. But because I'm on third shift, so I usually wake up about 2 or 3, and then I get my day started, and then I go about my life. And today was surprisingly, I got a surprise in, which only the inner circle gets to know about. That's one of the perks about being in the inner circle. I got one surprise today, which no one knows about, except for like my accountability group and my entrepreneurial mastermind group chat, because it was part of a joke for that group. So I sent it to them. Right now, they're the only ones to know, but soon my entire inner circle will know. Later tonight, during the virtual spook, what did we call it? The hypno spook. During the virtual hypno spook show tonight at 7 p.m. EST until 8. What are we doing tonight? Any hypnosis? Maybe, maybe not. Might do a little bit of hypno tricks, if you will. Definitely a magic trick or two for sure. And then I'll give you guys a little bit of I might be giving you. Thank you, Katie. I might be giving you guys a little bit of a sneak peek about the future with John Ways, which is something I typically only do in the Inner Circle Hangouts, which we're also doing tonight after the virtual Hypno Spook Show. So that'll be fun for some of you who care. But mainly just coming on here and hanging out because I want to do more live streams on here. I used to do a lot, like literally weekly, almost bi-daily live streams on TikTok back in the day. But then recently I have removed a ton of my TikTok videos and I've just kind of distanced myself from TikTok for a variety of reasons. And a lot of the people who loved my literal every Friday live streams are like, well, we want to see you go live again. Well, what's weird is I have better internet now than I had 2 years ago when I was live streaming on a very regular, consistent weekly basis. But even with my better internet, the TikTok platform has become so saturated with just crap on the screen that it slows the app down, and the app says my internet connection is poor, unstable, this, that, the other thing, and it crashes multiple times a stream. And I mean, sometimes it happens during YouTube, but nowhere near as often as it now happens with TikTok. And again, my internet's better now than it used to be, so I'm just like, it's more frustrating. I don't see the point in trying. So, right, yeah, you're not the only one, Katie. I've had a few DMs saying people miss the live streams, and of course, all the 8, 9, and 10-year-olds who miss the free shout out Fridays. Hey, what's up, Reagan? Kendall Moon, hypnotist Kendall Moon in the house. One of our favorite Canadians, Katie Goalie Girl in the house. Ellie Smith. Realizing I'm not calling people out, that's my bad. And I was actually wearing my surprise earlier today, and it is just outside the scope of the camera, and it's going to be fun. And I have not had my hair down for this long in a very long time, and I remember why now. Made it huff, puff. Made it? Are you saying you made it like you had to huff and puff your way here? Or you made it into Hufflepuff? Are you Harry Potter for Christmas? I mean, Christmas, my lord. Halloween, although literally the very end of, I don't know if this happened anywhere else where you guys live, literally the end of September, some of our big local supermarkets were already not even doing Halloween. They literally went straight to Christmas trees. Like, we have a whole section in our supermarket, just Christmas trees. And I'm like, it wasn't even October yet. And now, like, everyone's doing Christmas stuff already. Probably for Christmas, look, I can't really say it's been a day. My day only started a few hours ago, but I've already started decorating for Christmas. Chica, do you not do Halloween? Do the Canadians not do Halloween? Bruno, do you do Halloween? Please, for the love of God, do Halloween. If my Canadians don't do Halloween, I'm going to be very disappointed. Halloween's like the coolest ever. I've already spent too much money on it. I was planning on spending way more, but then we got invited to a last-minute entrepreneurial mastermind in Vegas, and budgeting is difficult when you get a really good deal to go to Vegas for training. Same at the store I work at, Dunelm. Went straight to Christmas. I don't get that. Like, they don't even acknowledge Thanksgiving anymore. Like, it used to be, at least for a few weeks, that they put us out some hay or some pumpkins or some, like, fake leaf wreaths. And then, they just go right from, like, if it's September, it's Halloween already. If it's the end of September, it's Christmas. Like, they don't, I don't understand. It's obnoxious. You can't do Christmas with 23 degrees. Too hot. You're talking Celsius, clearly, because 23 degrees in America is below freezing. I do Turkey Day. You do. I know you do Halloween. Don't even start with me, Kendall. Our Thanksgiving was 3 weeks ago? What? Are you serious? When's Halloween then? Do you even do Halloween? I'm like, let me turn the volume down. I'm like screaming. Do you even do Halloween then? 3 weeks ago was like the beginning of October. That's different. I'm clearly out of touch with culture. I'm in the UK, so we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, unfortunately. Oh. Do you guys celebrate Halloween? That's what I need to know. Y'all celebrate some Halloweens. I know you do, John. That's interesting. We do Halloween, but I can't do it this year because of hockey, so I'm just skipping Halloween this year. How dare you? I would just show up. If I was playing hockey, I would show up in my Halloween costume. I would obviously have to change for hockey, but that would at least be my Halloween. I guess I don't know. I grew up in a family where Halloween was a thing. even if you couldn't make it, which by the way, it was a priority. You were making it. But even if you couldn't make it, you still dressed up at least one day of the month, even if it was for an hour, just to show off what you want it to be that year, or to go to a social gathering where you're going to change out of it, but you at least showed up in it because like that was the thing. My coach would hate me if I did that. But like here's my thing. I grew up in a family where Halloween was a thing. We spent at least about a week just decorating the house, and then the yard, then the trees. And here was our goal. Here's the kind of family I grew up in. If kids were not hesitant, let alone scared, let alone literally crying their eyeballs out about the idea of having to walk up our driveway to get candy, then we weren't doing Halloween correctly. That's the kind of family I grew up in. The midgets got to be crying. If we don't got crying midgets, we failed. Like, seriously, though. Like, our job was good. As long as one kid cried, we were happy. It just sounds so. No, we're spirit. I was about to say we're spiritual. We're festive. It's called being festive. Halloween is the Day of the Dead. If there were literal zombies, kids would think that's either the coolest thing ever or the scariest stuff ever. It's literally the Day of the Dead. Is the dead scary or interesting? Depends on your perspective. Depends on the family you grew up in. I grew up in where we support the dead, apparently, and exploit them for making kids cry, or at least hesitant. What I love though, were like the older kids who like know you're like decorating fake stuff on your lawn or like property, and they come like, I'm not scared. I love those, because then one year my father decided he was going to dress up like a scarecrow, so he dressed up like a slumped scarecrow. Scaring children is my favorite pastime. That's why Halloween is one of my favorites. My father used to dress up like he was a stuffed scarecrow. One year, he dressed up and slumped over, purposely to look like we just stuffed him with hay or stuff. And he put on underneath the mask some glowing red eyes, so they just went like this. So it literally just looks like a really expensive, oversized prop. And kids were walking up, and that became the talk of the entire street. Is that thing with the glowing eyes real or not? It looks like a slumped over prop, but is it? And we literally had young adults, like 18, 19, but especially even teenagers, posing with my father, let alone kids. Kids would look at it and just like, are you going to scare me? And teenagers like, oh, dude, let's take a picture with this like mannequin thing. I think someone sat on his lap one time and he let it happen. But my God, the way they would react when he did his thing, he would either go, ah, or he would just, especially if someone was sitting down, he would stand up and make it kind of like how they say you should make yourself really, really big if you're dealing with a bear in the woods. Someone would sit down on his lap thinking he's a prop, and he would just go, ah, like this, and make himself huge. And the amount of people, even adults, we would freak out because they're all thinking they're getting ready for like a group picture. Childhood memories. This is why kids don't celebrate Halloween anymore, because of No, that's why they celebrate Halloween. Okay, Katie? And let me prove it. 2 years ago, we did Halloween. We were just getting our stuff together. I think we just got our very first fog machine. So we got a fog machine and we got a ton of tombstones. I'm not sure if we got any more tombstones this year or not. But we have the most tombstones in all of our immediate neighborhood. Put a fog machine out there. Immediately, the first year we had the fog machine, that was the draw. Just the fog machine, nothing else, the fog machine. Last year, we took it a little further, got a little bit more decorations. And then we started blasting Bluetooth Halloween music through our windows. One of which had like blood stains like dripping down them with like a flickering light in the background. We got the obviously smoke machine. We angled it to perfectly cover the entire yard. And someone near the end of trick-or-treating came to our house and said, I heard this was the place to be at. This is where the party at. And we weren't really doing much. I wasn't scaring anyone. I was literally standing at the top of my entryway at the top of the stairs, and I would literally just look at them. Like, I'm going to kill you. But not saying that. I would just I'd give the look. And then at some point, the snarky teenagers come by. The older kids or young teenagers. So then I step down, and they come up, and they try to go around me. And I had a cane. So I'd like whip my cane out to the right or left, depending on what way they try to go around me. I'd whip my cane out, and they'd be like, and I'd just go, what is the password? Or I'd go, what do you think? And I'd get really close. What do you think you're doing? I didn't say you were allowed up here. How may I help you? And that got a few people. But what really got people last year, actually, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that. All I can say is at the very end, these kids were calling BS on all this. So I did one thing that I haven't done in a very, very long time. And they literally ran away screaming and cursing. I didn't hurt or touch anyone. Just want to make that disclaimer. I didn't harm anyone. No one was in immediate danger. But I scared the absolute bejeebus out of them. Because that's how we grew up. Thank you, Zemi. It's been a long while, sir. Good to see you on here. Hope you are well. Miss seeing you around. Halloween is fun. Best time of year. I agree. I 100% agree. I love pretending to be the decorations scared. Yeah, see, it's so fun. It's so fun. That's the coolest thing. I want to know what is and this year I got a few nuances that are literally going to take us to the next level visually, which I got to still wrap up these next few days. But I've already talked to my partner about them. I just need to get all the materials. Not expensive, thankfully. But I also got a few things she doesn't even know I already got. So we have a good number of things this year. I'm excited. It's not tremendous. I don't have the budget I wanted because, again, I was invited to a last-minute mastermind by my mentor in Vegas. So we took the amount of budget that we wanted to put in for the Halloween decor into Vegas, but I still secretly got some stuff, so I'm excited. I went to a haunted house. Ooh, that's fun. I went to a haunted house with my team and feel like people thought we were dying inside. That's funny. That's eventually something I would love to do. So I just did a hypnosis show at a house back in this past Saturday in Illinois. I was double booked after coming back from Vegas, and they said that they had like a whole construction. They had a very nice house. They had a large construction outside, and it was literally like open to like members of the public. They could come trick or treating, but then they could go out to the backyard, I think, to the driveway, and they had like a mini haunted house in their huge backyard. And I was like, that is like goals. I would love to do that. Or just turn my house into like an actual haunted house. That'd be cool. I've seen people do that before. It's fun. Something different. I love it. But that's because Halloween is my thing. What is something that you guys have loved though? What is like the favorite what's your favorite Halloween if you celebrate Halloween or you do the Halloween thing, what is your favorite experience or memory? Exactly. I thought it'd be awesome. That was my thing. Seen it too. That'd be sick. Yeah. And I just realized, well, no, let's not do that. Maybe. We're already almost like a third of the way into this. By the way, just while you guys are typing your answers, quick note that this stream will end in approximately, it's not going to be a full hour, it'll end in approximately 30 to 35 minutes, because then I really got to get quickly wrapped up and prepped for the virtual spook show, which I've been advertising since last week. If you haven't seen it already, I don't know where you've been. I posted at least 2 videos on it, and I made another community post on it today. You can either join the actual show, or for the exact same amount of money, you can join the Inner Circle, which gives you complimentary access to the show, complimentary access to a post-show virtual hangout with me and my Inner Circle fam that supports this YouTube channel, gets you free, ad-free content on this channel, and just a host of other perks. It's happening. I gotta shut this stream down though in about 30-35 minutes so I can get properly prepared for the virtual spook show. So I also have another surprise for that, which even Keiki, who just popped in, doesn't know about. And she's like my right-hand woman for this stuff. I love Halloween, but one time me and some friends hung 95 Reese cups from another friend's door for Reformation Day. What's Reformation Day? I feel like I'm lost in, like I should know that, but I don't. Wrapped up and prepped, going as a mummy? Wrapped up and prepped, going as... Are you asking me? If you're asking me, Matt, Sir Matt de Calgary, no. But I do have to wrap up this stream a little early so I can get ready for the virtual spook show that people have already gotten tickets for. I did... So I was a side story that, Matt, you reminded me of a John rant. I'll make it a really quick rant. I was obsessed with The Mummy, the movie with Brendan Fraser, growing up. So much so that my mom literally went out and bought a ton of toilet paper one time, and we just wrapped me in toilet paper so I could be a mummy. And then I just sat there. She's like, you can come out. I'm like, I know, but I want to just lay here and be a mummy. Like, I was obsessed with Egyptian culture when I was younger. And I just loved the idea of being a mummy. So she just wrapped me up in a bunch of toilet paper and then just laid there. For some reason, I was just loving it. And then I just, out of it. Eating spooky wings. Hello, Keiki. Thanks for popping in. Are you going as a mummy, Matt? Was that projection? Question mark. I haunt Forrest going to someone's house, and there was a werewolf, and it was hunting us down until we got to the door to get our candy. Really? That's interesting. That sounds like a mini thriller by itself. My amusement park near me has a Halloween haunt that has actors, and the whole park is full. That's cool. That's cool. I'd love to have that. America needs more of that. Like, we do haunted houses in this, but we need an amusement park or a theme park full of that stuff. That'd be cool. A link to the Inner Circle after show. Oh, you want a link to the Inner Circle after show? Okay, got you. So if anyone wants to join the virtual show and come for the multi-hour post-show hangout, here is the link. Virtual spook show. Virtual Hypno spook show plus post show hangout plus Inner Circle only perks. There you go. It's literally the same price as just general. It's literally the same price as general admission to the actual show, but you get way more with it. Including something that I've not done for anyone other than the client. One of the two clients I just entertained this past week, and I'm going to do it for the very first time ever post-show, and I'm super pumped because I know who I'm going to do it on. They have no clue what's going to happen, and I'm pumped because I know everyone's going to lose their mind. Because my videographer, when they saw it, that was the only thing they wanted to understand. I never told them how it was done, but they said, that's the only thing I want to know. How did you do that thing? So I'm pumped because I'm going to make everyone in the Inner Circle lose their mind tonight. Inner Circle after care show. Oh, well, anyway, there's the link to the show. But then, yes, Keiki, you can kind of indoctrinate them into the aftercare show after. Not going as a mummy, not a big Halloween guy. Usually go as a hockey player or referee because have the gear already. Understood. So yeah, everyone's got their own thing, So again, I just grew up in a family where that was a thing. So I have to buy at least 2 or 3 totes this year. to put all our decor in. So I've been living in this house for years, and I just realized in the past year, like I have no organization whatsoever. Like our stuff is just everywhere. So I was like, we need to buy totes for like, different stuff like Halloween decorations, then Christmas decorations. Then I thought about it and realized we could fit all of our Christmas stuff in one tote. We will need at least literally 2 or 3 totes for all the Halloween stuff I have, including decor, costumes, all of it. But man, I don't know. It's just it's my jam. It's my jam. All right, so I'm gonna do something. Let's start this off. We're a half hour into this. Let's start this off. Now, Zemi, are you still here? I want to try something with you. If you're not here, I know who I want to try. Aside from you, whoop. Let me know if you're still here. I want to try something here and now with you. Yes, sir. Okay, Zemi. Oh, you guys are. Now, here's the thing. My inner circle is not allowed to talk because some of you are in my mastermind and you understand this, but you can still appreciate the Zemi. Now, Zemi, you've commented on my channel a few times throughout the years. I want to try something virtual with you, though. Yes or no? Spooky tacos. I love it. Yes or no? Do you have a smartphone with a numerical lock code? Yes or no? What has my YouTube recommended put me on? Hi, Charlie Mullen. I'm hypnotist and illusionist John Ways. I do magic, mentalism, and hypnosis, and we're currently celebrating the 5,000 subscriber milestone that we passed during my very last spring hypnosis show for a graduation party in Michigan this past spring. We surpassed 5,000. We've been blowing up ever since then. And so now I'm doing a pre-show. I have a virtual Halloween-themed hypnosis show to do right after this stream at 7 p.m. But I want to do a really quick thank you stream, hang out, talk with everyone, and meet new people like you, I guess. And also, I'm doing a literal live mentalism virtual trick right now. Yes. Okay, good. So, is it 4 or 6 digits, Zemi? 4 or 6 digits. I have an idea, but I want to get confirmation. I'm looking over here just so everyone knows. I got my phone over here. I'm looking over here because I'm trying to figure out while Zemi's typing and everything. Oh God, you're one of those. Okay. All right, I think I can do this. Give me 1 second, Zemi. Give me 1 second. Okay. 6. So 1, 2, 3. Nope. Not. No, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what's the last number? Last number? What would Zimi choose? Last number will be there. 6. All right, good. Now, phone down. Zemi, yes or no? I'm going to hold my hands because I don't want anyone to think I'm doing anything weird. Yes or no? Are you okay publicly commenting and putting your passcode out there or not? If so, phenomenal. If not, there's another way to do this. Just let me know. I want to know what you're comfortable with, but this is live. This is happening right now. I can't edit this because it's a live stream. So I have to know right now whether or not you're comfortable putting it out there. If you are, again, phenomenal. If not, we will figure something. Okay, good. Good, because that's what I put in my phone. Good. Now, just so everyone knows, it looks like I'm under arrest, right? Just so everyone knows, here's my lock screen. And just for context, it's not like it's not like I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it just opens. I need an actual code. So for the first time, Zemi, what's your code? Type it. Dun dun dun. 11/20/11. Interesting. So turn on. Thank you. So 11/20/11. 2 0. Right. I would suggest changing your code now. And that is one of the things I did that blew people's minds this past weekend. Oh, wait, I gotta change my code back. Okay, hold on. I gotta change my code back now. I almost left it like that. I'm glad I remembered because I'm like really ADHD. And if I didn't remember just now, I would have forgotten. I would have had no clue how to log back into my phone. Change back to 4 digits. Back to my code. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. My code's 4 digits. Save. All right, cool. And just for context, just so everyone knows, let's see if I can do this. Son of a bitch. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. You know what? Let's just go back to 6. Okay, but yours was 11/20/11, and just seriously for context, I want everyone to see the save and go like this. I know, thank you. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so I have my actual thing in here, so just so you guys know, that's my actual lock screen, so it is legitimately not the same, and I am legitimately setting it. So thank you, Zemi. Appreciate you. Thanks for being so transparent on live. Never trusting you. If anyone is curious, it's the first time I played Legend of Zelda. Ah, interesting. Legend of Zelda. Zelda fan. So, fun fact, I thought Zelda was a guy. I know you can all throw tomatoes and everything at me. I welcome it because apparently that's like sacrilege in the gaming community. I never played that game, any of them, and I found out in the past like year. It literally took me until the past year or two that one of my gaming friends told me, yelled at me, and said it's not a guy, and I was like, I think Link, right? Link, yeah, not a guy. So I found out, but I never played it, so I was like, how can people be mad at me? Unless you are me, there was a time I was permanently locked out of my phone by changing my code. No, I've done it before. That's why I had to just change my phone code because I've literally done that before. So I completely understand. But I was curious, but I wasn't gonna poke and prod. So thank you for a little life story, Zemi. You still play it? What games have I played recently? I think I played Valheim with my friend Taylor, who got me addicted. My friend Taylor got me addicted to 7 Days to Die during quarantine. He came over every week, and we would just hang out, have guy talk for like literally 8 or 9 straight hours until the sun came up, just building forts and killing zombies. I loved it. Yes, right? Wait, Valheim or 7 Days to Die? Which one, Katie? Super excited for Tears of the Kingdom. Is that a new edition? I don't know that one. Tears of the Kingdom. Look at me Googling. Yes, it is. I'm smarticle. Haha. 7 Days to Die. I know, right? I became quite obsessed with that game for literally 2 years straight. And people are thinking, John, that means you were obsessed till this year. Yes, when my friend Taylor, who got me addicted to the game, made me start playing Valheim. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. But I have no clue how to play Valheim. We've been playing for a few weeks, and I'm still confused. And I feel like in some regards, 7 Days to Die is more graphic, more fun, easier to understand. And like the storage chests in Valheim are so small. You can only fit like 6-8 things in there. I'm like, bro, I have like an arsenal I'm just carrying on my back every day. I need a bigger chest, but the chests are less roomy than my backpack. Favorite induction? That's a good question. Probably a virtual induction. And what I mean by that is I guess reinductions. Favorite induction would be a reinduction because an initial induction is like slow and methodical, and you have to see who's in the hypnosis, who's not in the hypnosis. Is the hypnosis working for this person or that person? But like reinductions are where the money's at because that makes it look magical. Once someone knows what hypnosis feels like and they just willingly re-enter it at a drop of a hat, it looks so magical. I think one of my old agents said back in the day that I did a FaceTime. I was one of the first hypnotists to do a FaceTime reinduction in my shows. Of course, now that I said that publicly, now maybe a ton of hypnotists will do it, which is part of the reason I stopped uploading full shows. Context. Because I realized that there were certain people in my field that didn't understand why certain clients were wanting me and not them. And then they started looking at my shows and deconstructing, reverse engineering some of the new age stuff I'm doing in my newest show. And I told them about one thing. They immediately stole that, started doing it at their own shows. And people were calling them like revolutionary and like amazing. The first ever hypnotist to do that. I was like, really, dude, come on. But yeah, well, one thing I was really, really popular for years ago was doing a FaceTime hypnosis induction. So I'd hypnotize people and then I'd literally go up to them and I'd put it on YouTube a few times now. But I'd get someone, I'd grab a random person's phone, have them call a family or friend that wasn't even there, get them on phone, and I would, in 30 seconds, and I would instruct them what was going on and what to do. And I would have them re-hypnotize an entire stage full of people. And people in the audience were just like, well, you're the hypnotist. Like, you can't, like, other people can't do this. And I'm like, well, it's not magic. It's not mind control. I don't have a special ability. It's just science and psychology. Once you understand the science and psychology of hypnosis, it's really easy to displace your hypnotic power, which isn't real, to other people. So I started proving that by doing FaceTime reinductions. And I would have someone FaceTime their mom or, pop or friend or whatever, and have them through FaceTime hypnotize these people they don't know. And then everyone would just go poof. My agent said that was one of the coolest things he's seen in a long time. Seriously, so here's real talk. That is why I've stopped uploading so many of my full length shows, is because and I'm guilty of this. I mean, this is part of what I teach in my mastermind is like research. If you want to be a good quality, high paid hypnotist, you have to do your market research. What are other people doing? Are they doing the same classic run of the mill stuff everyone's doing? Or are they doing some new age stuff with technology or other techniques? Do your research, figure out what's working, what's not, see who's doing what, and just try to be something different. I mean, we go into great detail in the mastermind on how to be something different. And that's why, my show is so popular now. But even I just recently in the past few weeks have learned a nuance to add to my show that very few other people are doing. But that's, again, why I'm not publicly just giving a lot of that stuff for free. I might give away the show I just did this past Saturday for free, but that's because it's like a true classic, just very classic, bare bones hypnosis show. And thank you, Romero. I'm glad you agree and can understand. Favorite big hypno tricks with your inner circle fam? Groundhog's Day, bar none. That's all I'm going to say. Because if you're in the inner circle, some of you are in the chat in the inner circle. If you're in the inner circle, you know. But the very first Groundhog's Day I ever did with you guys was my absolute favorite. And I still need to make a compilation of that for my actual YouTube channel. But that was the best thing. I think that was one of my favorite Ko-fi Inner Circle Hangout things to date, was just Groundhog's Day. And for those wondering, it's not the actual Groundhog's Day on the calendar year. It's a hypnotic Groundhog's Day. And it was the most fun they've ever had. Like, literally no one knew what was going on the entire, I think it was like 5 or 6 hours straight that we were just having hypno fun, because that's what we do in the inner circle. We have a ton of fun every month, and it was crazy. People just need to give credit like they do with anything else. Simply don't be a jerk and take credit for, yes, 100%. Chef's kiss to that comment, Zemi, 100% correct. I've even tried to get better at that. Like even on my HypnoKick channel where I teach, lessons every month, like I try to give credit, even for like a GIF I get from like Giphy.com or something. I try to give credit from all the sources where I'm getting information. So my video might look good, but I try to credit other artists, because like as an artist who's had people literally steal nuances of his own show to improve their own show, or I've had people take my YouTube videos. I just saw this the other week. I haven't said this publicly until just now. I saw someone take 2 or 3 of my YouTube videos and post it on their Instagram. And I had no idea who they are. I didn't know what they were into. I just found their Instagram and I looked at it. I was like, that's my stuff. And they didn't tag me in it or anything. I'm like, come on. So 100%, I think they should be giving credit the same way you're supposed to if you use music. Just my thought. But then again, would that technically mean we're supposed to get as intricate as like saying, oh, in this video I used like the Elman induction or something? Then it's like nuances. What should or shouldn't we put in reference wise? I don't know. People like to get really nuanced when they get aggravated over something like you just said, which is we should give credit to other people or each other when we're doing something that's unique to one hypnotist in this day and age, at least. It was amazing Inner Circle Kofi events. Love them. Me too. And tonight's going to be good. I love falling asleep to your hypnosis videos. They make me so relaxed. I'm good, Sharon. I'm good. I meant to say I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm glad. I'm glad, Sharon. I don't like those people when they use other people's stuff, even without them. Yeah, it's just like I wasn't mad. I was just like looking at it like just like this. I was just like, really? And then I just moved on because like it's whatever. Inner Circle, call what John does to us. You're pulling a John. That's funny. Because we use John's stuff too. Oh yeah. And I'm always trying to come up with something unique for the Inner Circle too. You guys are my peoples. All right, so 6:41. We got to end this in about 8 minutes. It's 6:42 now. We got to end this in about 8 to 12 minutes. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of insight, something I normally only give the Inner Circle. But this is part of your little surprise for the live stream. That's what a lot of people think. Every show I get people who are skeptical, like, oh, I didn't think it would work on me. We had the same thing happen this past Saturday. I got hired to entertain a house full of 30, high school seniors just because of one girl's birthday. And we went from like probably 12, 15 volunteers down to like 4 or 5. But the 4 or 5 were just, and the one kid was convinced that he couldn't be hypnotized, and he was the most hypnotizable. Like, I watched the footage last night. There's one point near the end, he just drops. Flopper. Your shows that you do and post on YouTube are some of my favorite to watch and see how people on stage respond. Thank you, Magic Wolfpack. I appreciate that. We got some more stuff coming. I haven't been posting very lately for a variety of reasons, but I do have at least 2 stage shows, 1 stage show and then 1 private house stage show to put together for you guys. And of course, Inner Circle, you already know you'll be getting sneak peeks and get to see the footage before anyone else. But with that said, I guess that's the first sneak peek is you guys are going to get to see at least 1 or 2 of the recent stage and private house party hypnosis shows I recently did. And the next week, I'll be uploading some snippets. I think I might just release the full version of one of the shows, maybe, if not both. But then I'll put the extended version in the Inner Circle for you guys. But I'll be posting at least 1 show next week in some way, shape, or form. There are a slew of new YouTube shorts coming. People have been loving our YouTube shorts, and we've gained a lot of new traction with that, including rapid hypnosis shorts. People have been missing those, so those will be coming back in a week or 2, in addition to the highlight shorts that we've been doing. Same. Do you ever come to Europe? I'd love to see you in the Netherlands. No one's been willing to pay me to come to Europe, to be entirely honest, so no. Would I be willing? 100%. Do I know people in Europe? 100%. Has anyone paid me to come to Europe? No. Sad face. Sad panda. It's an expensive plane ticket, apparently. But honestly, like, I will happily go international. Like, my manager and I are literally just waiting for someone to pay for us to come over there. That's it. I do. And I appreciate that. And I hope to see you in the future if you or someone else near you ever has me come in to do a show in town. So sneak peek number 1, new YouTube hypnosis full show, at least 1 new full show clip will be coming in soon. Sneak peeks and such going in the Inner Circle quicker than that. Sneak peek number 2, new rapid hypnosis shorts as well as highlight show shorts will be coming again in the next week or two. Again, Inner Circle you guys will get the quick sneak peek or full version of that before it comes out. Coffee enthusiast, you should make people do eye rolls on videos or street hypnosis. I have plenty of those. Just keep search for them, and we'll also be doing at least 1 or 2 more of those. So yeah, but I already have a few eye roll videos out there. But I'd love to be at the top of one of your shows. At one of your shows, I'd love to have you there. You sound like a fun volunteer, fun individual. What else do we got coming? Unfortunately, and this is a note for the Inner Circle, so I'm gonna code this a bit. Inner Circle, OGT, the behind the scene vlog for OGT. I thought by this time last year I heard something from them. I haven't heard anything, but if it's anything like last year, I should hear from them in the next week or two, because the actual me having to actually go see them and do something with them happens in literally like 2 or 3 weeks. So hopefully that's going to happen. And again, you guys are going to be the only ones that get to see that for now. So vlog part 2 hopefully should be coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And obviously, if everything goes the way I'm thinking it'll go, it'll eventually be released publicly next year. But that's the third insight. And I'll talk more about that in the Inner Circle Hangout post-show tonight, so don't worry. I'm glad you joined too. Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate all of you who've come on, the 9 or 10 people. I don't know if the people counter is accurate, but I do appreciate you guys popping on here. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, you guys are always eye rolling. What else? What else can I give away? What else can I give away? Oh goodness gracious, yes. Big announcement. So when I was 24, what time is it? Can I give this announcement? Ooh, barely just in time. You're lucky. I have like literally minutes left. When I was 24, I had this dream where I wanted to not just become, I was already starting to professionally entertain, but I wanted to help aspiring artists, magicians, mentalists, hypnotists, ventriloquists, face painters, balloon artists, clowns, impersonators, singers, actors, bands, dancers, DJs, fire spinners, photographers, videographers. I want to help entertainers. I want to help artistic people who want to go pro. So if you or someone you know wants to go pro, I'm going to be hosting a webinar in about a week and a half. And I'm going to be explaining the exact system you need to go from where you are to that place. And everyone I just mentioned, like all the types of artists I just mentioned, this applies to them and a few more. There's like a whole list. I don't remember the whole list, but those are the main ones because those are the types of people I've helped in the past. But this is going to be for those people. And you don't, I'm not sure. I'm thinking this might be a free thing. It's either going to be free or $1. But because like this is literally the business blueprint that makes me tens of thousands of dollars every year. And I realized that I'm now in a position that I want to be when I was a kid. And when I was 8 years old, I told myself that I want to help people. And now that I'm in the position I want to be in, I want to be able to help other people, other artists, other entertainers, other performers get to where they want to be quickly and efficiently. And HypnoKick has already done it. We've already done it with HypnoKick with 2 different hypnotists. Well, actually, I think up to date, 3 hypnotists. We've helped them go pro quickly and efficiently within 30 days. But now I want to help other artists. So John Ways, since John Ways Corp is an entertainment agency, I want to help a variety of artists and entertainers understand the exact business blueprint to help them go from where they are to where they need to where they want to be. And I figured out how to break it down into 3 main pillar steps, whatever you want to call them, but 3 main factors, 3 key things that help me get from where I want to be to where I am now. But because I am where I am now, this is going to help all those people who are where they wish to be get to where they wish to be within 30 to 60 days. Now, you're not going to make a ton of money or anything, but it's literally going to help you understand the exact premise that took me from where I was as a teenager to where I am now. So it's going to condense like over 10 years of knowledge in one like 3 or 4 hour webinar. So yeah, that's the big thing. That's one of the biggest things actually is I want to give that out. I want people to understand that I'm here for you. And if you're willing to invest at least time, if not potentially, I don't know, again, if it's going to be free or $1, but if it does cost anything, it's going to cost no more than $1. But if you're willing to literally just invest time, I'm literally going to be giving away the blueprint. And this is my way of giving back to helping those who have supported me, especially on this channel. It's just because of bullies and the past conditions of absolutely. I get it. It happens. I'd love singing, but I'm too nervous to get any further. Sharon, I got to get off and wrap this up. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something real, right? I know you don't believe you can, but that's imposter syndrome. And that's literally the first key that we cover in the webinar. That literally is the first key we cover in the webinar. Because I had imposter syndrome too. In my very first big show I did, no joke, I tell this story all the time. I turned over the next morning in the hotel room because my anxiety was building so much the day of the show. And anxiety, if you have enough anxiety and stress, it literally manifests physically. After the show, I went back to my hotel room. I literally woke up, turned over, and the anxiety manifested, and I completely threw up in my hotel room. I was that anxious because I did not believe in myself. I 100% understand. Doesn't mean you can't make it, though. I did. I threw up, but that was my key to making it. Throwing up wasn't the key to it, but that was the byproduct of me facing my fear and calling BS on my anxiety and stress because of the that's called imposter syndrome. Again, it's gone over in one of the three keys that we go over in the webinar. So if you want to be a part of that, just stay tuned. I'm going to make a video on that in a day or two, and I'll invite you guys to fill out a form so I can send you a secret link to the webinar for next week if you're interested in learning how to do it. You just got to invest, again, either $1 or free. I'm not sure which it is yet, but you're going to have to invest a few hours of your time. It's going to be late, but I promise it's going to be 100% worth it. Learn to turn nervous energy into excited energy. Just tell yourself you're excited. Your body doesn't know the difference. Only your mind does. That's 100% true. Reagan is on the path. She knows what's up. Thank you all for coming. I got to go prepare for the virtual HypnoSpook show and post-show multi-hour inner circle hangout with all the surprises that are coming out tonight. Have fun with your HypnoSpook show, John, and everyone who is going. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to all of you guys. Thank you for popping on. Hopefully, I'll be able to do a longer stream in the future. That's what I would like to do. Just so much to do right now. And I'll chat with you guys soon. And again, anyone interested in the artistic webinar, I'll be posting a video about that soon. Peace out. Thank you. Peace out sounds so douchey. Have a good night. Have a good night. Happy Halloween.